Hey there, Dunkmaster E here, and this is a video guide about the different types of champion classes in League of Legends. I'm going to mention each class, the champions that belong to it, as well as what you generally need to know about the playstyles of those champions. So let's start with tanks. Tanks are divided into two groups, vanguards and wardens. Vanguards have strong CC that can be used for initiating fights, and they are better played as a frontline than for protecting an important member of your team, although some of them are capable of peeling for carries. The most difficult thing about vanguards is deciding whether or not a potential fight can be won or not, and based on that, make your decision whether or not to engage. Vanguard class champions are Alistar, Amumu, Megagnar, Gragas, Leona, Malphite Maokai, Nautilus, Rammus, Sejuani, Sion, and Zac. Wardens are champions who have strong defensive abilities and also offer a fair amount of CC, but while they are pretty tanky and have a lot of survivability in their kits, they are generally stronger for protecting your team, rather than turning on Sparta mode and going in. Warden class champions are Braum, Galio, Nuno, Poppy, Shen, and Tahm Kench. Now on to fighters. Fighters are divided into two groups, Juggernauts and Divers. Juggernauts, also often referred to as Bruisers, are tanky champions that also build a bit of damage. If heavily focused, Juggernauts die much faster than tanks, but are still relatively durable. If not heavily focused though, they can dish out a lot of damage throughout the course of a fight. Juggernaut class champions are Darius, Dr. Mundo, Garen, Laoi, Mordekaiser, Nasus, Shyvana, Trundle, Udyr, and Volibear, and also Yorick. The second type of fighters are the Divers. As the name suggests, those champions are designed to excel at diving the backline of the enemy team. They do not have the consistent CC of vanguards, but usually do offer some sort of CC. They are squishier than tanks, but tankier than slayers. They do a lot of damage in a less bursty way than assassins, but are more consistent in surviving the damage the enemy team does to them while diving the backline. And the diver class champions are Camille, Diana, Elise, Hecarim, Irelia, Jarvan Forth, Kled, Lee Sin, Olaf, Pantheon, Rek'Sai, Rengar, Skarner, Vi, Warwick, Wukong, Xin Zhao, and I think that Aatrox also belongs here. Moving on to Slayers, they are divided into two subgroups just as well, Assassins and Skirmishers. Assassins do a lot of damage in a short period of time, usually between a second and 4 seconds. They have a lot of mobility and survivability in their kits, therefore they are good at avoiding damage, but if it does reach them, they lose a large amount of health, they're heavily punished. And assassin class champions are Akali, Echo, Evelynn, Fizz, Kassadin, Katarina, Kha'Zix, Nocturne, Shaco, Talon, and Zed. The other type of Slayers are the Skirmishers. Those champions usually have one defensive ability, and the rest of their kit is about damage. They excel in 1v1s and early fights, which involve no more than 3 people since they are countered by focused burst, but can sustain throughout a fight using lifesteal if not focused. Versus certain compositions, they can be strong in team fights just as well. And Skirmisher class champions are Fiora, Jax, Master E, Riven, Tryndamere, and Yasuo. The next champion class are the Mages. Mages can be Burst Mages, Battle Mages, and Artillery. Burst Mages do a lot of damage by landing their spells in a quick succession, and have a crowd control spell to allow them to hit the rest of their combo. Burst Mage class champions are Ahri, Annie, Brand, LeBlanc, Lissandra, Lux, Orianna, Syndra, Twisted Fate, and Veigar, with Lux also being hybrid artillery. Battle Mages do their damage in a more consistent way than Burst Mages, and therefore need to keep casting and moving throughout the course of a fight in order to maximize their damage output. Battle Mage class champions are Anivia, Aurelian Sol, Cassiopeia, Katas, Malzahar, Rumble, Rise, Swain, Thalia, Volibear, and Vladimir. Now onto artillery. Those champions have one or more spells with a very long range. If it is a single spell, it is the most important part of their kit, and those who have more than one either have delays on their spells, or those can be dodged more easily at maximum range. Artillery class champions are Jace, Vel'Koz, Xerath, and Ziggs. So the next champion class in the list are controllers. They are divided into two subgroups, those being enchanters and catchers. Enchanters use heals, shields, and other empowering abilities to help their allies. Some of them offer damage too, while others have CC. Enchanter class champions are Janna, Karma, Lulu, Nami, Sona, Soraka, and Taric, with Taric also being hybrid warden. And catchers usually have a hook, root, or another type of an ability that is used to force a fight versus an unprepared enemy. Catcher class champions are Bard, Blitzcrank, Ivern, Morgana, Rakan, Thresh, and Zyra. Now onto the class that is not divided into subgroups, Marksman. Marksmen mostly rely on ranged basic attacks to do their damage. Their abilities are usually either basic attack and powers, long range poke, or mobility abilities, but some of them have a bit of defense and or CC in their kits too. Marksman class champions are Ashe, Caitlyn, Corki, Draven, Ezreal, Jhin, Jinx, Kalista, Kindred, Kog'Maw, Lucian, Miss Fortune, Sivir, Tristana, Twitch, Varus, Vayne, and Xayah, with Jhin being a hybrid catcher and Varus being hybrid artillery. And before I end the video, I'm going to mention the champions that have their own unique playstyles and do not belong to one and only one of those classes. And those are Azir, Cho'Gath, Fiddlesticks, Gangplank, Graves, Minignar, Heimerdinger, Kayle, Kennen, Nidalee, Quinn, Singed, Teemo, Urgot, and Zilean. So thanks for watching. If you found this useful, remember to leave a like, subscribe for more, and yeah, bye bye.